This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. Continue to carry out the following instructions.
Hello, everybody. This is JFM Studios here live to show you some new quickies that I'll be working on. Well, might as well wait a little bit more. I think I started a bit too early, so we'll wait on some more people. Hopefully, you can hear me. Is everything good? I see you. Shout out to TD Camper. What's up? Skylandra or Skylar. Positively More. What's up? And Arthur Ray Canales Vlogs. What is up? Let's just wait for a few more people to show up, then we can get this party started. What is this? I'll click on it, fine. No, I want to get rid of it. Okay. Pinochet gift for good morning. Well, it's probably morning where you're from. It's nighttime where, for me. But hey, welcome to the stream. Everything's going good. Eli Madness. What is up? I just started. So none of you guys are late. So yeah. Gonna wait one more minute or so and then we can get started. So yeah, I'll be inking some quickies. And after this is done, I'll be updating the next one up to the website. Yeah. So we've got Bobby Pin. This is called Jacob's Bad, but I'm renaming it Not So Innocent. So yeah, there you go. There's some fan service for my female readers. Jane Sad, Maria the Brave, Starhammer Recruit, and Titties. Although I won't be calling it that. Well, I've got some songs lined up, but you know, I'll take probably a few requests here and there. But since you're here, Eli Madness, let's start. Let's start by listening to some heavy metal. And I'm gonna do something new. You know, it's like a radio station. You know, I'll play the song. I'll be quiet. After it's done, I'll talk and I'll answer some questions, and then I'll play the next song. You know, blah blah blah. Just something new. But hey, I have a heavy metal song here. Have you ever heard of the band? What are they called? It starts with this. Soulfly. All right. So let's begin. I'm gonna be inking this. Let me start a new layer. I'll also be importing some speech bubbles here. In fact, I will import the speech bubbles and then ink. You know, it's like less work for me to do. That's how I do things. All right. And you'll hear lots of dings. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let's start with some Soulfly. Just let you know, it is a loud song, so if you want to lower your volume a bit, I don't want you guys being surprised. Okay. Let's go.
Monday, July 16, 1945, 5:30 a.m.
You're here with JFM Live. That was Soulfly, Feel the Hate. Mhm. So, something about this weekend. I decided to live stream today because I have to go to work tomorrow. And possibly on Sunday too. I know, it's a load of BS, but hey, I'm already working overtime, this week and the last. So, if I were to work Saturday and Sunday along with the overtime, then I'll be getting my biggest paycheck ever, which will be going to the Montana Fund. You know, I'll be moving there. So, Panther Assad, welcome to the stream, brother. You are a loyal JFM viewer, so it's cool to see you here all the time. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just dreading tomorrow. That's it. But it'll pass. I'm just worried because it's going to be a stressful weekend, a little bit. TD Camper. What program am I using? Well, for painting, I use Photoshop CS 5.5, and for live streaming, I'm using XSplit. You know, but I'm now using the full license XSplit. I bought the license to use it for the rest of my life. So yeah, that's awesome. Have I seen any movies lately? Yeah. one, well, one, okay, the newest movie I've seen a couple weeks ago was the new Jumanji movie with The Rock, and I thought that was funny. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good sequel. Okay. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna play all the songs here. I got some new ones. Yeah. Let's see here. There we go. You need my help on what? All right. So I'm gonna play all the songs here. I may skip a few, but let's start with my favorite Pink Floyd song, "Coming Back to Life." This is the live version. So yeah, let's enjoy. Definitely, I downloaded Discord, but I haven't really installed it yet because I keep forgetting about it. Just all these social media stuff I have to keep up with. There's a person you know named Nick, and he has depression. Well, I don't know. It all depends on what he's depressed about. If he's like depressed for no reason, then I guess the best thing, what I've heard, is to actually, be there for him. And if he wants you to listen to his struggle, just sit down and just listen to him. Basically, be sad with him. I don't know. I mean, I'm still learning about how to deal with people with depression. I wanna help out too. I never want to see anybody suffer like that. So yeah, if I'm not the best when it comes to that stuff, but there's plenty of like advice online and on YouTube. There's actual psychologists like advising people what to do. But I guess the best thing, well, at least for me, um, if a friend has depression, what I can do is just empathize with them. Generally, the worst thing you can say to a person with depression is saying that, oh, it's just a phase, get over it, something like that. Just no, it's not right. They're suffering. I hope that helps, and I hope Nick gets better. Yeah, no problem. JFM, that would be cool if you can make guns point loud movie reference from John Wick Chapter 2, but until summer. Huh, well, I might do that, you never know. Never seen John Wick, even though I really like Keanu Reeves. You know? He's actually a pretty cool guy. I don't know, he has to be one of my influences on how to, you know, conduct myself as a man. Him and Andre Ward, both. Altar, welcome to the stream, man. That's right. Radio station. Man, if this wasn't if I had my own radio station, I would totally have this playing, you know, along with all my other thousands of music, you know. I'll be the most diverse radio station ever. Well, that's cool. The last stream was just a test, you know? Make sure everything's all good. I wasn't even talking in that stream. Not me, you know. I'm still worrying about tomorrow because I have to go to work tomorrow. And possibly Sunday. Yay. I was looking forward to the weekend, man. You know, just catching up on the quickies and drawing some stuff. Because that's the only time I get to really have a full day of drawing, you know? But it's all good. You know, I'll get money out of it, and it's overtime pay, you know? That happens, then I'll get my biggest paycheck ever, and I'll go to the, and it'll go to the Montana Fund, aka my savings account. Yeah, you know it. You know, I'm real busy, you know, with the JNT stuff this year. Hopefully, episode 14 will be out late May, early June, around there. It's a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Why do they look so weird? I don't know. I'm sorry. You know. Okay. Sometimes quickies are meant to look like this, you know, all quick. So yeah. I'll definitely be writing more episodes this summer. And excuse me, I'll definitely be drawing lots more Loud House fan art this summer. I have a whole bunch of ideas I'm gonna share with you guys when it comes to the Loud House. You know, still gotta finish that Loud Dream series. Still got a few more characters to go. Still haven't drawn Lynn's Dream yet. She's my favorite character. You know. Oh yeah, the Marvel comics or the Marvel Cinematic Universe is great. Only I've only seen a few movies. You know, I haven't seen Black Panther yet. I haven't seen a lot of them. You know, I've seen the first two Avengers. You know, but I feel like I have to watch all of them in order to enjoy Infinity War. You know, so that's the rule. And how pathetic that me, a comic guy, is not catching up on the Marvel movies. I have a question, Jay. Have you ever considered rewriting some J&T plots and key points? Absolutely. I hated episode 5. I still do to this day, and I wish I could rewrite it, but remaking things, I'll just end up. If I could rewrite episodes 1 through 9, and make it tie up with my current plans, with my current storyline, the current canon, then yeah, definitely. But out of all of them, episode 5, you know, I just hated how it was all executed. How dumb that Jeff, a modern boy, would write a letter and then send it through the post office, you know? That's right, he has to get a stamp or something. But even before that, he went to the post office and not a mailbox or something. Oh. Avengers are way better than Justice League. You know, I haven't seen the Justice League movie, but you know, DC, they're not doing so good with their cinematic universe. It feels sporadic to me. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the stream. I am listening to salsa music now. This is just this is just my music, you know. Um, but yeah, right now it's on salsa. This is Nunca Voy a Olvidarte from La India and Mark Anthony. Yes, this is Sarah. She's sporting a Bobby Ambler pin, so J&T wants it. Since they're total fanboys of Bobby Ambler, the most popular kid in Somerville Middle School, at least for now. Bobby Ambler, you know, he's gonna get some character development throughout the series. Do I watch Cartoon Network? No, not nowadays. You know, I used to watch it all the time when I was little. Back when they had Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Ed and Eddie, and all the good stuff. Even the old classic Looney Tunes, I would watch it. Here comes a ding. But now, Cartoon Network or CN, it's just Teen Titans Go and Gumball and a whole bunch of weird shows. Cassidy is so much fun to write for. She's gonna take over the Quickies. I'm sure. Jeez. Also, this strip right here is you know, I've been wanting to show off more Jacob since he is the main antagonist. So um, it'll show his sexy side, and it'll show his evil side too. And of course, who doesn't love it when excuse me, when Cassidy goes all fangirl? It's hilarious when that happens. Have you ever watched Kids WB when I was younger? Man, you have no idea. I wished I could watch Kids WB, but we didn't buy that channel back when we had the old satellite. I wanted to watch that channel for so long because it had Pokemon. The only Pokemon I could watch were the VHS tapes. Since there was no YouTube back when I was in fourth grade. So yeah, I wanted to watch WB Kids, but we didn't have the channel. Struggles. Totally appropriate music while I'm inking the main bad guy. Jeez. Left foot in, put your right foot up. There we go. This is some appropriate bad guy music. Okay. Hello, JFM. This is random and out of the blue, but whenever you're having artist lows, just remember there's always someone who's less in skills making hundreds a day. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. If somebody making loads of money and he or she has less talent than me, then I gotta feel bad. But I don't know. It's always a good thing when artists are actually making money doing the things that they love to do. You know, it's a good thing for anybody to do that. You know, I may be making money, but you know, I don't want to work at that shop for the rest of my life. You know, I would love to work for myself. You know, yeah, yeah. I gotta count my lucky stars that I actually do have, you know, clients and fans. I may not have a lot of fans, but I do have loyal fans. I mean, I have you guys, you know, popping in every live stream. Which I am very thankful for. If only I have super chat. You know what I mean? This song it reminds me of Blue. Like one of my friends was about a rant and was saying that their skills weren't good enough. That's why they wasn't making money in art. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, I can understand that. You know. I mean, it is possible. A person can get hired in an art job. They may not be the best skill wise, but they got to have the right attitude for you know. You can have all the talent in the world. If you're not so sure of yourself, then you're more likely to fall behind. You know, which is a lesson I got to learn. Eric Moretto, welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay, I guess. I mean, I'm a little bummed knowing that I have to work tomorrow and possibly Sunday because there's this vehicle that has to be done as soon as possible. TD Camp, sure, yeah. I'm very interested for a commission in May. Hold on, gotta slow this down a bit. Don't want YouTube to take it down. Yeah, sometimes artists can make you do that, you know. They can draw a certain way and it'll make you feel better about your own art. But you know, this song, it may sound familiar. This is from my anniversary video. Heck yeah. Team R, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. You're gonna love this. I'm inking some quickies, and this quickie right here has your girl Cassidy on it. It's gonna be a fun one. And this song is slowing down. It's all slow because I don't want YouTube to capture me, you know? Gotta be sneaky about this, you know? This is the Beatles, you know? And they're very vigilant on finding Beatles music. Hey, Carl Manis, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. I'm gonna skip that song because that song is too special to play slow, you know. I'm okay, you know. I'm just a bit bummed because I have to work tomorrow on a Saturday, but at least I'll get some good overtime pay. I've never seen the Kingsman movie before. Welcome, Party Gamers 10. Welcome to the stream. Tyrone Black, welcome to the stream. You've been subscribed to me for a while, Tyrone. You know, you're you know, I really admire your loyalty. You know, it's cool to see you know, familiar, you know, avatars. Yep, I'm gonna be moving down to Montana soon. Next year or something. Alright. Do I still use the Cintiq 22-inch? Yeah. I still do. It's still alive and kicking after almost 6 years. Definitely an OG, you know. Am I doing a 12-hour shift tomorrow, or do I work 8 hours? Oh, I work as long as they want me to. I start at 9. It shouldn't be more than 6 hours. You know, it's not bad, but still, you know, 6 hours on a Saturday though. And I'm already working 9 hours a week. Excuse me, 9 hours a day per week, since it's winter. You know. Yeah, that's 45 hours a week, you know. Yeah, definitely. If look, I'm either gonna have a graphic design job, you know, a print shop. That's what I want to do, or what I really want to do is you know, work for myself. Of course, that's harder to do, but if I have the money, if I have that all that, if I had like a lot of money in my savings account, I could actually afford to work for myself for a while. I've been, you know, I can do that. I'll be so happy. Even if the income is inconsistent, I can still be happy if I work for myself. Yeah. Do I hate the Emoji Movie? Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I have no interest in seeing it. Party Gamers, I've been watching you since your second video. I love the art. Wow. If you watched me since my second video, that's like almost 10 years ago. Dang. We got another OG here. definitely. You know, I just wanna. It's all part of my strategy this summer. I gotta get a whole bunch of new Loud House fan art and maybe some fan art of other popular shows. Maybe I'll get some more subscribers and more followers, and I'll do the whole Patreon thing again. Because JCM, he launched his Patreon like yesterday, and he already has a ton of patrons already, which is okay. I understand. He's an awesome artist, way better than me, way better, and he deserves it. You know, he lives in a country where like I guess working for yourself as an artist is frowned upon, like Bolivia. You know, Bolivia is a poor country, but it's like he says it's socialist. You know, it's a socialist poor country, which is like okay, it can't really work that well if it's a poor country to begin with. You know, if it's socialist, but you know, for me, in my opinion, a great country would have to have the perfect mix of capitalism and socialism. That's getting into politics, you know. So let's just keep talking about art and Jeff and Taylor and Montana. You know, it's coming. I'll be going to Montana again this June for the new convention they're having, and I get to see old friends again. Probably, possibly make some new ones. Get the scope out to town one more time. Get familiar with it. So yeah. Yeah, there will be a time where I get to really, you know, turn into a freelance artist, and that's when shit goes down. This music will be playing. And I'm like, okay, time to really, you know, work. Let me work. Tons of commissions per month, you know, since I have no 9 to 5 job. Yeah, this song is from Uncharted 4, um, and you know, as soon as I heard it during the battle scenes, I'm like, I gotta download this because this is perfect music for my Project JA. You know, my fantasy adventure. Definitely. Now for Project JA and those other comics, I really want to get an actual publisher to publish the books instead of me. You know, Trevor Taylor's a little springboard for me to do on my own, but you know. Thank you for the plug, Eric. Eric Moreto. You know, plugging that channel that I haven't updated in almost a year. You know, I don't know what to do with Jeff and Taylor comic. You know, that YouTube channel. Like I guess I kind of want to start over on the bios because a lot of the characters changed. You know. I hear you. You know, with the Sarah Vile. Yep. I just gotta figure out, you know, on what kind of format would be good. That is true. JNT Comics only. Yep. If that were the case, I would be doing this stream on that channel. I mean, I know everybody loves the, you know, the character vignettes that I draw, you know, but I have like no time to draw them. So I have to figure out a new visual for my new bios, you know. I could just show little clips of comic scenes, you know. But I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Alright, here we go. This guy that I'm inking right now, he is another manager of Team Starhammer. He manages the drug department. We've already met Sawyer. He manages the robbery department. This is Yorick. He manages the drug department. Yeah, think about it. If these bios were short but sweet, then I could make a whole bunch, you know? Not just of the main characters, I can do all of them, you know? The minor characters, the villains, even freaking Team Starhammer members. Yeah. This song is The Fat Boys Are Back by the Fat Boys. Aaron Vince, welcome to the stream. You're so hecking gay. Yeah. If you say so. What's my favorite food? It's a tie. Tie between pizza and cheeseburgers, you know. I would say pizza. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. Here we go. Here's a real song.
Wind blowing east nor'east, we had to give a shit. You ought to see us running, the wind blowing free, on a passage from the Doggerbank to Grey Grimsby. Watch out, Twigger, she's a proper Judy-Jew. Give her a sheet, let her rip the voice to pull her through. You ought to see us running, the wind blowing free, on a passage from the Doggerbank to Grey Grimsby. Our captain, he's a Shanghai Roo, she loves a pint of good ale. Our mate, he is a Rollestone, inspector, been seen in many's a jail. Our third mate, he's a bushranger, he comes from the African Isle. And take a look at our old cook, it gets the bugger wild. Watch out, Twigger, she's a proper Judy-Jew. Give her a sheet, let her rip the voice to pull her through. You ought to see us running, the wind blowing free, on a passage from the Doggerbank to Grey Grimsby. Watch out, Twigger, as down the street she came. High heels and painted toes, Jenny is on the
Yes, this is Sailor Mouth, that SpongeBob episode.
Watch out to wing her, she's a proper Jimmy Jew. Give her a sheet, let her rip, the boys to pull her through. You ought to see us running, the wind and blowing free, on a passage from the Dogger Bank to Grey Grimsby.
Huh? I sang what song? You sang this song? I sang this song on one of my 2 videos? I don't think so. I don't remember it.
Pickle, let's kick shop.
I mean, I would have to I would remember that if I really sing this song. And a lot of you may remember her. She is Maxine, one of the Starhammer executives. Even she's a bit afraid of Jacob, you know. You gotta be careful here, you know, because since it's snowing outside, there might be a possibility we might have like a power surge or like a blackout or something. I don't want that to happen. So I gotta save often. Because that happened on Sunday night. I was working on Zach's official you know, render. I got done finishing you know, inking them until the power surge happened, and I haven't saved, so I have to start all over. Whoops. Yep. Yeah, she does look like Pearl a little bit. She says she's so petite, you know. Sometimes she gets mistaken for a guy. Oh, 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 oh. Fat boys. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably sang that song. I don't know. How is this live? I'm just wondering if you guys are behind a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. Alright. Well, I'm not done with it. Hold on. Okay. Taylor here, you know. He's not worried about Cassidy, you know, looking at at Jacob or anything. He's not jealous, you know. He's not simping over Cassidy. It's like, why are you paying attention to it? You know. He's actually worried about, you know, this history test, and he wants Cassidy to study with him. Yes. I think I do remember that. I sang the Fat Boy song. Fat boys all back. And you know, like I never really left. Alright. Now it's time for my favorite gal. Yeah. Especially if you've seen that Not Safe for Work blog, she's definitely my favorite gal now. Okay. Now I gotta do this. Okay. Alright. Yeah, in this strip, she's still in her grandma's house. Whoops. Sorry about that. She's still in her grandma's house. That's why she's on a different bed. Well, you would have to find out once this quickie drops. Okay, we're gonna have a fourth ding now. Hold on. Nice. Nice to know you guys are live. Well, we kind of have to hear it in order for me to rasterize these shapes, you know. That's because, you know, Photoshop is like, are you sure you want to rasterize this? Yeah, come on, man. Just let me rasterize it so I can edit it, you know, warp it, and do all that fun stuff. No, Photoshop has to be all finicky about it. There's a switch here. Will you press it? Yes. Why would I say no? This song is being sung by Jennifer's mom. At least that's how I imagine her to sound like. It's better for characters when they're monologuing to themselves. It's better to have them thinking, because, you know, it's kind of weird for a character to actually just talk to themselves when they're all alone. You know? Even though it's a soliloquy, that only makes sense in plays, but not in, you know, comics, not in TV shows. You have to, they just think, you know. Yeah. So I think I mentioned that I am feeling better from my sickness or whatever I had. I'm now 100% better. It's a sinus problem, you know. It was like a sinus infection, and of course, some of that mucus went down my stomach, and it tainted my stomach, which is why I got sick like that and threw up. But I'm okay. That would be cute, but I imagine, Mabel and Cassidy together because they're like so alike. They'll be like best friends. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. If he's not feeling better, I guess give it time. I'm not sure. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the stream. You're from Japan, right? I don't know if you understand me, but welcome. Yep. And I'm sure you're complimenting on my work. I hope. So yeah, thank you for the compliment and joining the stream. Domo arigato. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint is a very good program. That's what I use for my comics, and after strip number 200, I'm gonna convert that to I'm gonna start working on my quickies on Clip Studio Paint. Nice. iPhone. I have a Samsung. This is from a band called, what are they called? Opeth. Yes. Um, a fan of Opeth? Well, I'm a fan of this song. Haven't heard their other ones. That's the thing. I have a whole bunch of artists on my MP3 player, but usually it's just one song from each of them. You know? Usually. If you're talking about my favorite bands that I have a whole bunch of songs from them, it would have to be Pink Floyd, um, Alice in Chains. I have a whole bunch of songs from them. The Offspring, Foo Fighters, Fleetwood Mac. I have a lot of songs from them. Rolling Stones. Random question, Jason. How does Jane and Taylor feel about each other? I mean, I'm sure they are friends, but either my memory is fooling me again, or they barely interact with each other. That is true. They never interact. But, you know, they like each other as friends, you know. My friend Jade, she has this inside, we have this inside joke that Jane cheats on Jeff or Taylor, you know. That they're like forbidden lovers or something, Jane and Taylor. It's like, oh my gosh. It feels so dirty to actually, you know, think of Jane and Taylor as a couple, you know. That's just me, but yeah, they're in the comics they're just, you know, friends. And I'm sure I'll do a little interaction with them, you know, soon. No, I'm not doing song requests now. You know. Figured I want to, you know, concentrate on the cookies, you know. Yeah, I like to use Clip Studio Paint for comics. I haven't used it for like a visual illustration, you know. Yeah, I should make scenes with Jane and Taylor in them, but it's like I don't know. I feel kind of weird for doing it because I don't know. It's like people are gonna start shipping them, and then it's gonna feel like a whole forbidden love, dirty kind of thing. And girls love that kind of stuff. And it's gonna become a phenomenon. It's gonna have a cult following. Taylor and Jane, Janler. That's what they're gonna call it. And all these new fangirls will start harassing me. Draw more, Janler. Draw more. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. And then they'll start to stalk me. They'll find my phone. They'll blackmail me. Janler is no good. You know? Jeff and Cassidy, that's fun. But Janler, oh my god. Yeah, it'd be nice if you, Team R, if you were to make more videos, that'd be cool. I watch them. I saw you assemble your table. That's a nice table. Here's one of the newer songs I downloaded. I mean, it's not new. It came out in the 70s, but it's nice. Yeah, they would. I mean, come on, look at them. They get together so well. Taylor and Cassidy. Okay. Yep, Cassidy's yours. I mean, there are potential, females for Taylor. There's Sarah. There's Lily. Um, um, what's her name? Holly. And I'll introduce a new character named May, which Taylor would start to fall for. Blue and Jennifer, yeah, they are cuties, and I like to kind of pair them up with Jeff, as a little tease, just teasing. We all know he belongs with Jane. Huh? Dave Rhea from GYC. I have to see this. Dave, to see if he really is, if he looks like me. Dave Rhea. Graveyard Cars. I think I've heard that. I think I've seen a few episodes of that show. Nah, that guy. A little bit, yeah. I can, we kind of have the same nose, definitely. You know, I'm gonna say, the main character of Graveyard Cards, you know, the owner, kind of reminds me of Jade's dad. Kind of looks like him. That's funny. I don't know what ethnicity he is, but he looks more Italian than Puerto Rican, you know. But still, do I like boy characters or girl characters? I like girl characters, and I enjoy drawing them more. I enjoy looking at them more. You know, I enjoy writing for them more. That's why the majority of Jeff and Taylor characters are girls. This music, yeah, it's from the video game Pack Attack for Super Nintendo. It's like this weird um, spin-off of Pac-Man. It's like it's like a mix between Pac-Man and Tetris. Yeah, I had it for the Super Nintendo. I don't anymore, but this song is from that game. Oh, here we go. Here's a Queen song. This song totally relates to me. Totally. Well, thank you, Eric. Eric Moretto. Thank you for saying that I rock. You know. I am a cool cat. I try to be calm, you know, like Andre Ward. But, you know, sometimes I I want to fly off the handle like 78 Sports TV sometimes. He's funny. 78 Sports TV. But hey, when I got the news that I'll be working tomorrow, I didn't throw a hissy fit or anything. I'm like, really? Okay, all right. But yeah, that's how I am though. I tend to underreact to things since I'm so chill. Even if I were to grow up, or even now, if I were to go to the doctor and he says that I have cancer, I'm like, oh, okay. For real, that's how I would react. I would be upset, but I'd be like, all right. If I were to win $1 million, I'd be like, cool. You know, of course, I think I'll be a bit happier than that, but still, you know. You guys know who Simple Minds are? Simple Mids? Oh my gosh. Gotta get with the program here. Jeez. There we go. Simple Minds. You guys know who they are? You probably can't. Yeah, but still. How far am I with Fairy Tale? I am all caught up. Just waiting for the new episodes this fall. Ooh, speaking of Fairy Tale, I want this for the ending theme. JNT, Season 3. You know, since I have no... I'm thinking about watching My Hero Academia, and... Is that how you pronounce it? Academia? Because it kind of sounds like macadamia nuts, you know? Oh well. I also want to watch the old Dragon Ball series. Back when Goku was a kid, back when he was a little thing. I want to watch those episodes. Alright, I'm done with this quickie. Start linking it to the next one. A bit more work, but you know. I have Maria doing the Wakanda Forever, salute. Even though I haven't watched the movie yet, I'm such a spaz. I'm a pretender. It's like quoting. It's like quoting a movie that you haven't seen. That's what I do. Well, it's been a while since I've made a quickie with Kim in it. It's kind of hard to do one for her. I don't know. I'll think about it. Doesn't make sense to put her on the cover of the quickie book and not have her be anywhere in it, you know? Mm-hmm. Really, it's 9:16 p.m. where I'm at. Yeah. Kind of figured this was a bad time to stream. Hey, once I move to Montana, I'll be close to you guys' time zones, you know? So it'll all be good. It'd be nice to move there because, let me tell you, I do have some good friends living there. You know? No, I have some good friends here too, but I feel like I'll have a much better time in Montana than here. You know? Crime is rising in this town. You know? So I don't want to stay here. 420. I don't smoke weed, but I respect people who do, you know. And definitely, if I have a terminal illness and weed helps me, you know, then definitely I would want that weed. You know? That's why I want it legalized. That's good. That's it's a good thing that you don't smoke weed. You know? Superman. All right, this guy here. Yeah, he's supposed to be Panther Lily from Fairy Tale, but I messed up. He looks more like a crazy cat mixed with that evil bear. Yeah, it's Panther Lily. You know. Yep, exactly. Hmm. Yeah, that is weird. Do I still have my comics being sold at the comic shop? Yes. It's been a while since I've visited and checked, but I don't know if all of them are sold. I'll check. I'm sure the manager will be at the Comic-Con next weekend. I'll be there. So we'll probably see each other. If not, then I'll have to check there again in person. You know. Hopefully, I have some hot water. After this, I'm gonna update the J&T website with a new quickie, and I'm gonna take a shower, and I have to go to sleep early because I have to go to work early. The time, there's less than a year. Or there's a year left. Just one more year till I go. By then, I'll have lots of money. All right, Team R/Eric. I'll see you later in another live stream. Rest well and have a good weekend. Yes, this is from Power Rangers. How many volumes I have so far? I have 4 finished. You know? But I'll release 5 later this year. But, you know, I'll, let's see. As for the total volumes I'll have 21 in total. So I'll release the 5th one later this year. And yeah, I know I'm going slow, but hopefully once that Patreon, you know, is up and running, we can work full time. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, you know. So I just want to see if I can make a perfect circle like that. I did once. Right, good night, Eric. Moretto. I assume we're going to bed now. Game Challenger Wolf. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I'll see you later. Well, will I be going to the comic convention in the South? No, not this year. Sorry. I won't. I have to have the funding for to go down in the South, you know. No, I'm not going to sleep yet. I don't know. I'll probably stop after I'm done inking this page, since I am getting a bit tired. Hello, where's the face cam? Oh, hello, David the Nerd Kid. I'm not doing face cams on my live streams anymore because I don't want to distract from the art. You know, the art is much prettier to look at. Any plans for Blue? Well, in a quickie, yes, I do have a few plans for her. Yeah, she's gonna be in strip 185 and 187. Yep. Yeah, I have a long day too. Wakanda forever. Yeah. You know, I'm starting to get a bit tired too, so I guess I'll just leave it here, the stream. Okay. Well, here's this. Another quickie here featuring Team Starhammer, how the recruitment works. And I made up a new member, or two new members. The girl at the desk, her name is Tori, or that's her code name. She is the secretary and the one who does the interviews. And this guy, he's based off of somebody. I won't say who, you know, but after he's been outed and fired from his CEO position, he's now joining Team Starhammer. Yeah, if you can guess who he is, and then that's awesome. That is awesome. And no, it's not Brental Floss. You know, he kind of looks like him. It's not Brental Floss. Don't worry. Nope. And this one's fun. It's all thanks to Dino Blanky for giving me this idea. But Chris and Lily relaxing out on the porch. Chris, she's like, she's braless, and she's like suggesting, Lily to go a day without a bra because it's free, and she goes topless. Yeah. I just gave you the whole quickie, the whole thing. Well, I don't know. Nobody ever rewatches this anyway, so it's all good. Bobby Pin. Gotta be getting Bobby. Alright, and that is it. So, I thank you for joining the stream, guys. Wish me luck tomorrow and possibly Sunday. Oh, so yeah. I'll zoom in on my favorite girl here. Okay. I'm a bit tired. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, I'm going to be updating the website soon. And after that, guess I'll shower. And I'll eat a little bit. And I'll go to sleep. Okay. Okay, guys. Hope you have a nice weekend. And I'll see you later. JFM out. Goodbye.